Fraser, I play guitar.
My name is Gustav, I'm the singer.
I'm John, I play guitar as well.
I'm Ben, I play drums.
And I'm Simon, I play bass, and we're Young Guns.
We came off the end of the first album's cycle, and I think we had we toured for 3 years non-stop, and then we said, right, we really need to kind of step back and write a new record. So we kind of penciled, like, I think March and April, like to just the end of the first quarter of the year, just specifically to write, no shows, nothing like that. And then when we got into it, we found that we weren't really writing the kind of stuff that we wanted to write, or not so much that, but just it wasn't at the level that we were trying to hit. So we suffered a little bit of the classic second album writing problems, didn't we?
Yeah.
So those writing sessions went on for ended up going for about 3-4 months or so, which took us into July time of last year. And towards the end of July, I think we were gearing up to leave for Thailand to record the album. So really it was that kind of first middle half of 2011 that we wrote all of the album. We went into the studio with it pretty finished, I think.
Yeah, we had 2 or 3 songs that we wanted to take to Thailand and finish writing them out there, just because we knew it would be such an awesome place and really inspiring. So we left a few songs open for the studio.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
We're very lucky going out to Thailand. Our producer Dan Weller, who did our first album and the EP before that, we wanted to go with him again, and basically, long story short, he knew a guy it's basically quite a new studio, and it's right in the centre of Thailand, and we basically could have gone there for almost the same kind of price as we went to. We did the first album in East London, and it was just, it's a no-brainer for us. Obviously, we took up the chance and went there, and it was just unbelievable. It was just the best 5 weeks I think we've had, haven't we?
Oh yeah, it was awesome. I mean, we got up to lots of stuff,
Yeah.
We were really lucky. We stayed in a place like a small kind of village, kind of by the coast, and we're in like a prime position to kind of like, go down the beach and, go into the city if we wish. But the studio itself was like a really, it was the top of class kind of studio, and it was really good. We were really lucky to have the opportunity to kind of record the album out there, and every day we really soaked in the kind of environment, and I think that definitely helped with the kind of overall vibe of the album as well. It definitely kind of had a massive influence.
Yeah. So recording albums is quite stressful. It's a lot of the time it's not as fun as it can seem. Like, you're very sitting there hitting the same drum all day, and it can get quite tiring. And but being out there, like, it's basically a studio, and it's kind of like a hotel for you guys. There's people that like cook for you, and like, it's just, you're just completely wasted on. And if you get a bit knackered, you can just go for a swim, or you do what you like. And it's just, I think they definitely rubbed off on us, didn't it?
Pretty much paradise.
Yeah.
It was. We were very upset to be coming home. It's, recording an album.
I actually nearly cried.
It's the best thing.
I think you did.
I think I did cry. Yeah.
As the guys have said, we left a few songs open-ended just so that we could be creative in that environment, and the idea was that the whole thing about going to Thailand was to put ourselves in a different environment and to kind of use that as an inspiration to kind of better ourselves. And so leaving a couple of songs open-ended was really great. We had a couple of nights in the studio where we would just say, right, we're not going to go to bed tonight, we're going to stay up all night, we're going to just have some drinks and have a really relaxed kind of writing session and record as we go. So we left like 2 or 3 songs like that.
Sung some rum was definitely
a lot of that, yeah. They have these things, you drink it in like buckets, so they just put a whole bottle of rum in and then loads of Red Bulls and stuff.
Yeah, that definitely helped us with the old creative aspect of the song.
It did, keep us wide awake as well.
But lyrically as well, it was really nice for me to be over there and to be able to use that place, to kind of reflect and to think about my, things in my past and stuff like that. And one night, actually, in particular, there was a real tropical thunderstorm going on. Really, amazing thing to see. And we were right on the coast, so you could see the sea and you could see the storm and the lightning and stuff. And amazing thing, and it really reminded me of when I was a kid, looking out the window in my room, watching some lightning and people running home from work with the papers over their head. And that actually inspired me to write the lyrics to one of the songs about the house I grew up in, which I did in like 2 hours that night. So yeah, it influenced us on a whole number of levels. It was a brilliant place.
One song that kind of epitomises the sound of the record is Bones, really. It was maybe the second song we wrote, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we we basically stayed in the studio for 2 weeks to try and do some writing and did absolutely nothing until the last day, and then we came out with that song and kind of we just knew that was where we wanted to take the record.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those that when you when you write a song, you sort of step back and listen to it, and you kind of think, this is what we want the album to sound like. This is the type of song we want to, this is our benchmark. And I think we definitely felt that when we wrote that. It was definitely like we had that really good feeling, thinking, right, this is great.
It sounds like the anthem to the record as well. I think.
Yeah,
like it's really kind of bold and it's kind of hits home. So
lyrically as well, it kind of ties up the feeling of the whole album, and it's kind of a slightly triumphant kind of feeling to it, but it's also about self-empowerment and inner strength and stuff like that. And that was very much kind of the place our heads were in when we were writing the album. So it kind of anchors the whole thing.